All right, so, I know what's happening right now. See, somebody right now, I know what y'all doing. I know what y'all haters doing. Y'all saying, see, but the Asians, but the Asians, they got mentioned in the bill. I've heard, we ain't never been mentioned in the bill. You heard that, right, Greg?
Yes, sir.
I've heard that. Mm-hmm.
They said, no, see, the Asians, they got mentioned in the beginning of the bill.
They haven't read the bill. Might not.
Now, here's the deal. I showed it on the show.
Yes.
And they're correct. They're like, but the Asians, we've been here 400 years, we ain't never got mentioned. Background and need for the legislation. Since October 1st, 1991, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, the primary federal agency with jurisdiction to investigate arson, has investigated 147 fire incidents at churches across the United States. Of these fires, 115 have proved to be arsons. 53 of those 147 churches were made up of predominantly African American congregations, many of them located in the southeastern United States. Reese, why don't you go ahead and pick up the next paragraph for me? Why don't you just read the next paragraph right there? The number of fires.
The number of fires involving African American churches reported to federal authorities has increased dramatically in recent months. In 1992, 3 African American church burnings in the Southeast were reported and investigated by the BATF. 2 were reported in 1993, 4 in 1994, and 6 in 1995. So far in 1996, there have been at least 26 such fires reported.
Hold it right there. Greg, pick it up as in 6 incidents. Go ahead, Greg. In 6 incidents.
You see here. They had to put it back on the big screen. They moved to me. So here we go. In 6 incidents, the perpetrators were prosecuted and convicted, 4 under federal statutes and 2 in state prosecutions. Of the 31 currently pending investigations where arson or suspicious circumstances have been discovered, 6 are in Tennessee. Remember Reggie White, Roland? He was a minister. I remember that. Mm-hmm. 5 in Louisiana, 5 in South Carolina, 5 in Alabama, 3 in Mississippi, 5 in North Carolina, 1 in Virginia, and 1 in Georgia. Arrests have been made in connection with 6 of these incidents, and most of the defendants are being prosecuted in state court under arson charges.
Hold right there. Erica, why don't you just read that next sentence? If you
Praise
can.
the Lord. 2 of these are in South Carolina, where 2 arsonists who set 2 separate fires are acknowledged members of the Ku Klux Klan.
Hold it right there. So for all of the simpletons who said, we ain't never been mentioned in no bill, there ain't never been no bill do y'all see Asians mentioned anywhere in here?
Lord have mercy.
Do y'all see Latinos or any other group mentioned in here? Nope. In fact, if you actually even go down, what you will see, it says, according to the Department of Justice, there are 3 principal statutes under which the Civil Rights Division could attempt to prosecute the person responsible for a church burning that is found to be motivated by racism.
Roland, before you go on though, brother, this is where I thought you were going with this. Remember, before the 13th Amendment, Lincoln was killed in what, April 65. The 13th Amendment had been drafted. Johnson comes in, and the 13th Amendment is passed in December. But the first civil rights law after the 13th Amendment was the Civil Rights Act of 1866.
Yep.
That's one of those laws they're talking about. And that Civil Rights Law of 1866 said you cannot deprive anyone of their full civil rights based on race. Race is explicitly mentioned. So I'm surprised. It's interesting that the Justice Department doesn't even claim credit for that law, which came during Reconstruction. And of course, 4 years later, under Ulysses Grant, as you walked us through many times, what federal bureau did they create to go after the Klan in part? Merrick Garland said it at the announcement of him as Attorney General, the damn Department of Justice. So these people, I thought that's where you were going, but that what you just read, one of those laws they're referring to is the Civil Rights Act of 1866, which does mention race. That's interesting.
See, the reason I'm sitting here trying to walk y'all through is because, again, you're listening to people who ain't read jack. They lying to y'all. And they getting you all riled up. They getting you all upset. Man, they ain't never mentioned us in the bill. The Asians got a bill. Y'all, we just walked you through specific legislation that Congress has passed that specifically mentions black people. Now, tell me what your Simple Simon's going to tell you now. Please, by all means, show me what they're going to say to you now to refute what we've just laid out. And then, for all y'all other Simple Simons who have the audacity, you can switch it back, Henry, to have the audacity to say, Roland, why you ain't covered this stuff? Because your punk ass don't watch.
Right.
I walked folk through all this stuff.
Right.
I walked through the so-called Asian bill, showed the whole damn bill on the show. I had some fools gonna hit me with the Newsweek article on HBCUs. I bet you ain't covered this. I said, you dumbasses. We debunked that stupid article 9 months ago. But see, this is what happens when y'all keep following behind people who, first of all, ain't real journalists. Former pimps.
Come on.
Call the roll.
Folk who hide their face. Folk who got bad lace fronts.
Oh.
Folk who ain't never been to journalism school, but they want to call themselves new black media. This is what happens when you are real black-owned media. When you got journalistic credentials. When you know how to research. When you know how to lay things out. And by the way, there's nothing that we've done today that is in defense of Democrats.
That's
Right.
Today is in defense of the truth.
That's right.
Right.
It is the truth. And so if you're sitting out there right now and you holler intangibles and you say you want a bill that specifically mentions black people, the House has already passed it. So what you should be doing is trying to get Representative Val Demings elected in Florida. Lieutenant Governor Mandela elected in Wisconsin. Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman elected in Pennsylvania. You should be trying to get Representative Tim Ryan elected in Ohio. You should be trying to get Charles Booker elected in Kentucky. You should be trying to get Sherry Beasley elected in North Carolina. Because just imagine what happens. And again, for all you simpletons Oh, yeah, you out here, you shilling for the Democrats. Can you tell me who's running?
Boom.
This is real simple. For all y'all, again, this is for the FBA, B1, ADOS crowd. Who running for Senate in Georgia? Warnock or Herschel Walker? Which one y'all want? Who's running in Pennsylvania? Democrat Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman or New Jersey resident Dr. Oz? Republican. Which one y'all want? Who's running in Wisconsin? Mandela's likely going to win the Democratic nomination, running against MAGA Senator Ron Johnson, Republican. Which one y'all going to vote for? In Florida, Representative Val Demings, Senator Marco Rubio. Which one y'all going to vote for? Which one? Again, Beasley, Bud. Beasley, Democrat, Bud, Republican. Which one y'all gonna vote for? Y'all keep hollering tangibles. Okay, one Republican voted for the domestic terrorism bill in the wake of Buffalo. One in the House. In the Senate, 47 Republicans voted against. But your ass want tangibles. Okay, you tell me which path is the way to get the domestic terrorism bill y'all say y'all want. Show me which one. You going through two doors. You going through the door that Donald Trump is holding open? Or you going through the door that Biden is holding open? It's two doors you going through. Now, let's be real clear. And we're going to talk about it next. I love it how y'all say, make demands. Oh, I've been making demands. But look, some of y'all, I ain't out there telling folks not to vote.
Right.
Because I can't make a demand and then don't vote to ensure that person wins to then be able to go ask them to do something. So all I'm saying, y'all, is don't come at me with the bullshit and you ain't read nothing. We just debunked all your lies that black people have never been mentioned or named in a hate crimes law. That has been debunked. It is a lie. What y'all got next?